Okay, so if you're heading to Istanbul soon, or really anywhere in Turkey, one of the first things you're going to want to figure out is how to stay connected. I mean, the second that you land, you'll probably want to check Google Maps, message someone that you've arrived, or just look up how to get to your hotel. And if your phone isn't working, that can get stressful real fast. That's why I want to share with you a service I've been using lately called Saily. I've actually used it myself while traveling through multiple countries over the past year, and it made staying connected way easier. So today I'll show you how Saily works, what I liked about it, and a few things to keep in mind if you're planning to use it for your trip to Istanbul. And if you want to give it a try, I've got a 15% discount code for you. Just type in GVU Tech when you download the Saily app or visit their website. That said, let's dive right into it. Okay, so if you haven't heard of Saily yet, it's an eSIM service backed by Nord Security, the same company behind NordVPN, which is one of the biggest names in digital privacy. Saily is designed to make staying connected while traveling way easier. And yes, it works perfectly in Istanbul or pretty much anywhere in Turkey. And what I really like is that it's not just about having internet. Saily also includes extra features like a built-in ad blocker, web protection for safer browsing, and even virtual location routing to help keep your personal data private while you travel. So it's a lot more than just a regular eSIM. It keeps you connected and secure at the same time. Now, getting set up with Saily is honestly super simple. You just download the Saily app, which works on both iPhones and Android devices. And from there, you can scroll through the different plans depending on where you're headed. For this, you just pick Turkey and you're good whether you're staying right in Istanbul or traveling around the country. Once you choose your plan, the app tells you exactly what to do. You install the eSIM straight to your phone, and that's pretty much it. No swapping SIM cards, no trying to find a kiosk at the airport, nothing confusing at all. Not only that, but I also like that you only have to install the eSIM once. So if you use Saily on another trip later on, you just go into the app and grab a new plan, which is super easy. And the best part is the second that your plane lands in Istanbul, your phone just connects. No extra steps, no searching for Wi-Fi to get it working, it just works. Plus, if your phone supports 5G, you might even get that too, depending on where you are. Now, in terms of Saily's pricing for Istanbul, it's actually the same as the general Saily plans for all of Turkey. So whether you're just staying in Istanbul or planning to travel to other parts of Turkey, you don't have to worry about paying more. If you're only visiting for a few days and just need basic data for let's say maps, messages, or checking emails, there's a 1 GB plan that lasts for 7 days for just under $4. If you're staying longer, there's a 3 GB plan for around $7 and a 5 GB plan for about $10, which both are valid for 30 days. And for travelers who know that they'll be using their phone more, whether that's for streaming, social media, or uploading photos, you can grab a 10 GB plan for just under $16, or a 20 GB plan for around $23, which both are good for 30 days. And if you don't want to think about data limits at all, they also offer an unlimited plan for around $50 that lasts for 15 days. It gives you 5 GB of high-speed data per day, and after you hit that, the speed slows down a bit. But it resets daily, so you're never completely offline. On top of that, Saily offers regional plans that cover multiple countries around Turkey. This way, you won't have to switch plans or worry about losing connection if you decide to cross borders or explore different areas nearby. It's really all about keeping things smooth and simple, which I absolutely love. And like I said before, if you do want to give Saily a try, you can use my discount code GVUTech at checkout to get 15% off when you download the Saily app or visit their website. It makes these already good prices even better. Now let's talk about what my experience has been like using it on my trips. So like I said, I've used Saily multiple times while traveling internationally, and every time it's made staying connected so much easier. Setting it up is super simple. You just download the Saily app, pick a data plan for the country that you're visiting, in this case Turkey, and install the eSIM. It only takes a few minutes. What I love most is that you don't have to mess around with your physical SIM card. If you've ever tried to pop out that tiny SIM tray without the proper tool, you know what I mean. I've bent plenty of earrings trying to open the SIM tray in the past. But with Saily, you just install it once and you're good to go. From my experience using Saily on different trips, the connection has always been fast and reliable. I've been able to easily use Google Maps, message family, scroll through social media, upload photos, and even video call friends without worrying about finding Wi-Fi or dealing with expensive roaming fees. One of the other things I also really like about Saily is that it includes extra security features. There's a built-in ad blocker that cuts down on annoying pop-ups and even helps save data. They also have web protection for safer browsing and a virtual location feature that helps keep your real location private. Another bonus I found super helpful is that the app tracks your data usage and sends you an alert when you're close to your limit. It saved me more than once from running out of data at the worst possible time. And topping up or adding more data has always been really easy. And even though I've never had a big issue, I did contact their 24/7 support once when I had a question, and they got back to me quickly and were super helpful. It's just nice knowing that they're there if you ever need them. But like I said, I'll also mention a few things to keep in mind, as no service is 100% perfect. For example, Saily is data only, meaning you won't get a traditional phone number for calls or texts. But I personally don't find it a big deal, since I use apps like WhatsApp, FaceTime, or Telegram to stay in touch anyway, and I think most people do the same these days. Another thing is that a compatibility check is required. Users basically need to make sure that their devices are compatible with eSIM technology before they can use Saily service. And even though most modern smartphones support eSIMs, checking compatibility is an extra step that users need to take, which could be a bit bothersome, but this is really with all eSIMs, not just Saily. So overall, would I recommend Saily for your trip to Istanbul or anywhere in Turkey? Absolutely. Every time I've used Saily while traveling, it's made staying connected so easy and stress-free. The setup takes just a few minutes, the connection has been reliable, and I've loved not having to deal with expensive roaming fees or the hassle of swapping SIM cards. The extra security features and data tracking are a big bonus too. I also really appreciate how flexible Saily is, whether you're just visiting Istanbul for a few days or planning to travel all around Turkey. They've got a plan that fits your travel needs. Anyway, that'll be all for today's video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe for more. And just as a reminder, if you're thinking about trying Saily out, I've got an exclusive 15% discount for you. Just use the code GVUTech at checkout when downloading the Saily app or visiting Saily's website. And of course, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And finally, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful day.